All right, so today we're coming to you with another episode of Auto Glass Tech Talk, and we're taking it out to the Big Apple, New York, New York, big city of dreams. So we got Mark Park on the line. So what's good, homie?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Going on, Mark?
We
The
got
infamous Mark here.
We got the rubber band man of auto glass.
You guys are funny.
Yeah. So
What's going on?
hey, are you in New York or are you Jersey? Where are you at?
Bro, I'm New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah. Brick,
So-
New Jersey.
Brick, New
Brick,
Jersey.
New Jersey.
Weird out here, bro. You know what I mean? I just live in a bubble, bro. It's not like I just stay in the same two towns, bro. Like what I say on this site, bro, I don't lie. Like I don't travel. You know what I mean? Like
All right.
stay close.
So how far is Atlantic City from you?
That's the only place I will travel, bro. But that's like it depends, bro. Like if I'm hammering down, it's like an hour, bro. 40 minutes. I've made it there in 40 minutes like a fiend before. But like you take that loss, bro, it's like an hour, 45-minute ride home. You know what I mean? You're just
Yeah.
hugging the wheel and thinking life. So
So that's
Is
as
it-
far as you go. Like I go that far for jobs, so that's kind of funny.
yeah, bro, I feel you. Dude, if I get a job like 15 miles away, I'm crying like a little bitch. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like
Okay, now I got a question for you. Say you're doing a job. Say you had a job, and say it was an hour drive, but you're gonna make a stack profit, a stack. Would you go? And you had to go. You couldn't send a boy. You had to do it.
bro,
He's like still like,
honestly, bro, back in the day, yeah, I've done it for less, bro. Way less. You know what I mean? Like just to fill the day up. But now, like, I got like most of the car dealers, right? And a lot of people hate the car dealers, but like I'm on Route 88, which is literally I could walk there if I had to. You know what I'm saying? I got Route 37, which I could walk there if I had to. Route 9 in Freehold. So a couple on Route 36, which is like 30 minutes away. But bro, I mean, that's all I really do is dealers. You know, I got James in the other truck. He does more of the retail jobs, the referrals. It's about it. You know.
So work smart, not hard, man. So keep it with a small mile radius. That makes
keep
sense.
it
Okay,
small,
so-
keep it all.
Okay,
I
so
That's
on a
all
deal,
on retail, you know what I mean? I'm chasing that retail dollar, but like, bro, I couldn't deal with the people anymore, dude. Like, I was driving off on people, like, just crazy shit, dude. Like, I feel like if you agree to a price and you're there on time and you're gonna do your job, and let's just say you tell them 250 or 300, bro, you don't negotiate when the job's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like nails on the chalkboard to me, and I couldn't do it anymore, bro. Like, I call someone and I follow a procedure. Like, yeah, we'll be there in 30 minutes. Okay, so we get there in 30 minutes, and then you know they got that. Oh, I'm 5 minutes away, 10 minutes ago. Call them back. We just live in a different society now. I know, like, when I go to the dealers, bro, the car's there at 8 a.m. It's going to be done before 5 p.m., you know?
Right.
So,
So with the customer interaction thing, do you think that's more like a northern thing where people want to like barter and haggle, or what?
yeah, we got all these fake mobsters out here, you know what I mean? So, like, they all $100 millionaires, bro. They feel like they're the last people spending money. You know, like they'll be, oh, what's the best cash price you could do? I'm paying cash, bro. I don't care how you pay, just pay me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pay me. We agreed to, bro. You know, everyone's Tony Soprano. If you ever seen that show,
Yeah.
and they're a boss with a couple $100 in their hand.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what
so
we do.
I'm you two guys, Drift and Mark. You
Yeah.
guys are in a cash strong market.
Yeah, big time.
Okay, so the stuff that you guys go through is stuff that I don't go through.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
Like if you know, I get cheap people who call, and you can usually tell they're cheap just by kind of car they're asking about, you know. So I don't deal with a whole lot of cash. So to hear the stories you guys have to deal with, you know, like I've never gone to a job, do the job, and the guy trying to be like, "Hey man, can you knock $20 off?" I've had people, you know,
All the time, bro. All the time.
Yesterday, I had a cash job. My last job of the day yesterday was a cash job for some college girl, and I quoted her, and I mean, and then she goes, "Do you want card or cash?" I'll take cash, of course, cash. I told her, if you pay me cash, I'll knock off the tax for you. And she was like willing to still give me money plus a tip, you know. So I don't have to deal with that kind of stuff. So to hear these stories just blows my mind.
All right, look, I got one right here too. We got I had this lady call me on a 2020 Mercedes GLC. You know, like you spent over 75 grand on that car, right? Looking for a windshield. I quote her 1,200 for OEM. It's like $450, $500 my cost, and it's like six something list. So you know, I'm making some good profit, but I gotta put some money out still. So she never hits me back, and then she hits up Angela, a friend of mine who I do some work for. She hit her up, and they didn't know that she'd hit me up, so they started talking, got a price together, and the lady didn't even remember that she had given him her card, and starts messaging me like, "Oh, I'll see you tomorrow," this and that. Nope, sorry. Like people just trying to. You got a 2020 GLC. What are you haggling the price for? Why are you trying to argue over this price? Like,
why don't you have? I don't understand this. California does have the option of glass insurance. Why wouldn't you have glass insurance?
Yeah.
Yep.
But some people like the whole deal of like, you know, you get on Craigslist, you buy something, you like, hey, what's the lowest you would take? So I think that has liberated people to want to like challenge the price of services and stuff because they be like, what's the cash price?
We're in the land of Craigslist right here. Yeah. That shit started in San Francisco. Like San Francisco Bay Area is Craigslist.
Right. I think that make people ask for a cheaper price because they think like old school mentality, like what's the cash price? You know what I mean? Yeah. And then they'd be like, oh, what's the best offer? And they think
cash used to be king.
Yeah. And so I think that's the mentality of some people. I do believe some people take it overboard, thinking that just because they paying cash, like they're your only customer and you're supposed to like get them some amazing deal. But
well, I'm actually putting together a little commercial video that is a car that got done and there was some rust, and I documented everything, you know, close-up pictures of the rust and me knocked it all down and all that other stuff. So I'm gonna put together this iMovie, and it's gonna emphasize on there about how, you know, what's the saying, the sweetness of a great deal, long lasting, or something about how, I forgot how it says, but it's some saying how, you know, you get a great deal, but you get screwed in the end, basically.
Yeah, you end up paying more in the long run because, you get screwed over and you got way more work to do later on. So it's kind of like laugh now, cry later.
Yeah. Hey, so Mark, I got a question for you, man. So doing the dealerships and all that, if they have cameras and all that kind of shit, that's none of your responsibility. They're just going to take care of it for right there at the dealership, correct?
Correct, bro. 100%, dude. And I got an advantage because I have a dealer for every car manufacturer out here. So in reality, hypothetically, there's a guy that did an Odyssey, another company, right? Camera didn't calibrate. He took it to Honda, and Honda wouldn't do it for him because it was an aftermarket glass. See, in my scenario, Honda just called the service writer, like, hey, yo, you know, Bill or Rita, whoever, whatever dealer it is, they're going to take care of it for me. You know what I mean? Some people are kind of cornered out here if they don't have the machine, you know? Mm-hmm. So I don't know what really came about it, but the guy called me up and he said, yo, can you make a call for me? Motherfucker, no, I can't make a call for you. I hate you. You know what I mean? So that's what it really came down to. Like, you know,
yeah,
it's just what it is, you know? Anything. Like I just go there, do the job, car stays where it is. Whatever they do after that is on them, you know?
I got a dealership question for you, right? So I don't do replacements, so I don't know this. It might be a dumb question, but all right. So say you at the Nissan or Ford dealership, right? And you finna do a replacement. How do you pick which windshield? Say you finna order your glass from Migrant. How do you pick which windshield you're gonna buy from Migrant to put in there?
Well, most of the time, a lot of the work that they give me is, if it has a camera, it's going OE off the rip. There, but I'm so tight with all the service writers. Like personally, they'll take a, I'll give them, take a picture over the rearview mirror section of the glass, send it to me. I don't know what to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just narrow it like that.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I see these guys struggle with like decoding the VIN, all this. I don't really have to deal with that, you know, to get the right part.
Right.
Sometimes I'll be honest, I'm lazy. Like, you know, if there's three different options and it's from the dealer, they'll decode the VIN and they'll handle it for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they'll just.
Well, I mean, from the dealership, they should decode it for you anyways. You know what I mean? They should have all the
Give
information.
you that part number.
Bro,
Yeah.
there's some I got 10 jobs to do for the day. I got 4 windows on the back because 6 of the ones that I'm doing are dealer provided glass, you know?
Right.
But I have it
That's
down
nice,
to
yeah.
nice. Every dealer, they're already gonna have the car in a certain section for me. You know, if it's below a certain degree or if it rained one drop, they're gonna pull it in somewhere. I know what designated area I'm going to. The glass is gonna be there in parts. I don't have to wait. It's just bing bang boom. I
Yeah.
just go. I mean, they help me. I help them. I take care of them. They take care of me.
Yeah, say you're not doing the OE glass, right? How do you pick between like XYG, Trival, or Fuyah? Like, how do you pick?
You're honest. I'm gonna keep it 100% with you, bro. What they send me is what they send me. You know, if
Yeah.
it looks good,
Yeah,
it goes in the car.
Oh, okay.
No
out here,
preference.
Well, yeah,
No.
because I mean, in all honesty, if you're doing it through the dealership, your company's not really attached to the customer. You know what I mean? Because the dealer's not going to tell the customer,
Yeah.
"Oh, we had this company do the job. They want to keep it that they did it." So
Yeah, just the
shitty.
labor only.
Yeah. So I mean, even if you're providing the glass, it's still labor only in a sense because you're not really dealing with the customer directly. And the
A lot-
dealership's never going to give it up that they're not doing the job, the work themselves, because they want to keep that image up to the customer that they're actually doing the work. So
A lot of the cars I do, bro, they're gonna certify them and put them back on the lot and sell them. If they don't sell them, it's going to the auction in 30 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of found a niche where I need to be. You know, I don't have the tolerance anymore to deal with the public. You know, like that whole customer's always right thing. Bro, I'll send you your money back and tell you to go
Yeah.
elsewhere.
You were
Dude,
just going on about that.
you know what you said right there, Mark. It says you have a niche. And I think that's what the thing is so many of us have a niche, but it's our niche.
Yeah,
And other people want to so quick try to convince everybody else that their niche is better than your niche.
Right.
And what may work, I mean, we're 3 guys who are all respected in our industry for what we do. We have clients, we don't have customers. You know, we have repeats, we have people who count on us all the time.
Yeah.
And we're in 3 different parts of the country, and we have 3 different niches. And neither one of our niches really work for the other person. Because
Right.
what Drift does would never work for Chris. You know, I mean, for Mark, what you guys do won't work for each other. And what I do,
do dealers like that either. Yeah, totally.
yeah, what I do wouldn't work for either one of you guys.
Yeah.
So, but who are we to say, no, I'm right and your shit's wrong? You know what I mean? We're in totally different places. Now, if we were in the same neighborhood, same city, you know what I mean? Then we can have that argument.
But even
Speaking
in the
of-
same state, you could be in the same state, man, and what work in San Francisco don't work in San Diego. But even
yeah, That's
know,
real.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's facts.
yeah,
Yeah.
What works? Hey, Chris, you were in Arizona. We were up at Steve and Megan's shop.
Yeah.
What they do would never work for me.
Oh yeah, no, two totally different worlds. Like,
Yeah,
like you'd think you were in totally different states. Like, by the way, everything just like, it's just totally opposite. You know, it's like, yeah, it is. It's
you know?
different.
So that's what gets me. That's what trips me out. We get all these arguments and pissy matches on the group about who's got a better hustle. Well, motherfucker,
We all got the same hustle.
yeah, we got the same hustle. We go about it different ways, but at the end of the
Yep.
day, you got to pay your light bill, man. So you got to do what work for you. Just because such and such in New Jersey doing it this way, and somebody could be in, Long Island, Staten Island doing it another way, don't mean they better, you worse, or what is. Hey, you got to do what feeds your family.
Hey, that's real.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you edit that out? Jesus Christ. Fucking dogs. Did everybody get you guys hear the dogs?
Yeah, we can hear.
Just now, yeah. It's all right. It's like, have you ever watched Sam the Cooking Guy? It's like a Sam the Cooking Guy episode. This dog's always barking in the background. He's all fucking Astro yells, like just randomly yells, and you're all, what the fuck? Yeah.
Hey, you want me to take it inside or do you want me to just roll?
Oh no,
with
you
it?
good. We still can hear it. It's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Charlie, sit your ass in. Like that.
This is New Jersey, bro. You got 20 fish in a bucket, and you got 40 people that want to eat. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes someone's going to shoot 8 of them. Sometimes someone's going to shoot 2 of them. But a lot of people are going home with nothing. You know what I mean? So I moved out of that section. The thing with the dealers here is you got to be able to float the 30-day pay period. So I looked
Yeah.
and I said, here's the catch. You got Quality Auto Glass, which is a pretty big establishment. They got a lot of overhead. They were doing all the dealers. So let's say, Drift is out there doing all their work for Quality Auto Glass. They like him. He gets a higher offer to go to another company, right? He leaves. Now they send some new random guy in there. Their prices are high, and they have no other option. They're like the only other glass company in New Jersey that could float that many dealers. Look, all the guys out here that are better than me, there might be, bro. But you know what it comes down to? What's the best choice of who can float that pay period? So I just took a Ford dealer like the other day. Supposedly the guy couldn't float the bill. But that's
So
what
what do you float your dealers on? 7-day, 30-day? How do you float your dealers?
Well, a couple of them have, it's mostly all 30. But what happens is some of them have like a cleaning fee of the account. I don't know. It's like 6% if you need your money every 30. It's like 2.5% if you need it every 45 days. But the good thing now, at the end of the year, every time, people will complain. I'll see it on AGT all the time. People will complain like, oh, they didn't pay me this, that, whatever. But you know what happens? When that accountant comes at the end of the year, catch all the bills they have to pay on. Like I got a $6,000 check sitting inside for all the invoices they forgot throughout the year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right. So I mean, what? So
I know every month they'll miss one, they'll miss two, but it adds up. It's like I never lose. My biggest issue out here is with the paperwork. I'm kind of lazy, bro. Go to work, do my jobs. Let's say, I got 10 jobs. Six of them, they sign, they go. Sometimes, honestly, bro, I'm such in a rush, bro, and I feel the agita that I'll just be like, do the PO later. I'm out. Mm-hmm. Like this happened the other day, and I just jetted. But, when you get those couple cash jobs, you got money in your pocket, do you really want to go home and do these paperworks? Or are you just going to go to the bar like a degenerate like myself and start hanging out, bro? I'll worry about it later.
So you're on a 30-day with them. So you're not getting paid till 60 days unless you do your fee thing where you pull it out, where you can pull it quicker.
Yeah, well, like 2 or 3 of them, they want 6% every 30, or they give you the 45-day stretch option and only take 2.5%. But to be honest with you, dude, wow. I deal with the same people every day. Like I know who's real and who's not, So even some of these littler, like smaller fleets, used car dealer guys, bro, their checking book it's endless. You know what I mean? So there's this one place. They're actually Hasidic Jewish, dude. They write checks all day. Their money's golden. So sometimes I'll like go 4, 5, 6 jobs. Sometimes I'll have the car at the repair shop down the road getting tires. I'll do it there, take the VIN number, and then I'll just walk in the office when I'm finally there at their headquarters, and I'll crack them for 4, 5, 6, whatever it is, and they'll stroke a check. Their money's good. Some of these guys where they write you a check and they tell you, oh well, can you put it in 2 days? Like, I never really want to see you again. So at this point, I could basically pick and choose who I deal with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you call me and I see your number now and I'm cringing already, like, oh, this guy's calling me, I already don't want you. You know what I mean?
Yep, I feel that.
Oh, how fast can you come? Or how cheap can you do it for? Or it's always a story. My detailer broke it, or my guy broke it.
It's my guy. It's my dad's car. It's my brother's car. Give me a deal, man.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Dude, my prices are fair across the board. And whether this is an arrogant statement or not, I tell these people this: like, you're not going to get an all-around better package. Like, you might have some guy that hops in a van and he goes and does your job, and lifetime warranty is only as long, I guess, as far as you're established. You know what I mean? Everybody could say it, dude. You call up somebody a year later, they're no longer in business.
Yeah, that mean nothing now. Yeah.
Like I've been here for a while, bro. I've restructured my business many times. I don't even think life's easy for me now. I don't even consider it like a business. I don't even look at it like that. It's just what I do. It's a hustle. I know I'm going to wake up every day, dude. I can roll out of bed late and call people and say, yo, I woke up late, and they're all going to cover my ass and cover for me. That's how tight I am with the people that I go to all the time. I don't sell a song or dance. Like, I just come in, I'm here to work, respectful, get the keys, get the car, get the work order, on to the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see who's out here. It's like a circus. They're putting on an act. And some people like that. But I I don't ask about your life. I don't care about anything. I just care about the bottom line, bro. You're gonna pay me when we're done, and I'm gonna stand behind what I do. I think it's a fair transaction. This is a price. This is when I'm gonna be here, do the job, get paid, and I think it works.
Yeah.
I guess it all depends on the
Yeah.
area. You're only doing insurance work, then you got to sell yourself. But this is not we're not like a car shop where you come in for an oil change, then we sell you tires, then your car breaks down, you need a starter. Somebody might need a windshield 2 doors down from me. I do it on a Monday. They might not need another windshield for 5 years or a backlash. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh yeah.
So you got the one and done customers, and then like Jeff said, you got the clients, the people that are always going to use you.
You know
So
I was just talking about this with Joe because Joe had some work done on his Camaro, and dude promised him he said like 3 days a week, and it turned out to be like a whole entire month, and he still didn't do it all right and everything, but it was a referral. And going back to what you were saying, like me personally, like we were talking about this, and I take care of my referrals more. I will take care of them more, like go a little bit above for them, even if they're a first time customer, they're a referral, before I will on a brand new customer, just because that referral means more to me. That's those same people are still coming back to you. Just because it's not their windshield doesn't mean it's not them still getting you that job.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
in a
agree with
referral,
that, bro.
when a referral gets a good experience, they're more likely to refer other people also.
Yeah.
It's like that guy who posted that I did his chip repair. That was just some random dude, and he was all happy with what I did, so he posted up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Best business card, word of mouth. So when you get the
Yep.
word of mouth customers, it's best to take care of them, because word of mouth is spread like wildfire. They'll tell somebody, and tell somebody, and the same way you do somebody wrong, them same kind of people you do them wrong, that negative review can hurt you. So you know what I mean.
That same customer said something that was really real. He's like, "You do a bad job, they'll tell 1,000 people. You do a good job, they'll only tell 100."
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah. For real. Yeah, man.
Well,
That's what the problem is. A lot of these people don't take responsibility of their actions. Like if there was ever any type of issue that ever occurred, bro, I will take the profit end off, right? Not off, but like I don't care about the money. I care about rectifying that problem first. I can't sleep good.
100%.
mhm.
I just put in the guy's window in a '69 Camaro. He did the body work in his garage, right? The top corners weren't right. He's sending me these pictures, and he was cool. And I said to him, "Look, bro, like I can't pull the window up any higher. I think it's the body." I went there, I cut the window out. It's 100% the body, but it ate at me until that was right. So now he's got to do whatever he's got to do to make it right. I'll put the window back in.
Yeah.
A little bit goes a long way,
Yeah, big time. I think that's where I think a lot of us, right here fall in line with each other too, is that, we're about making money. We want to make money. Like there's no doubt about that. But if we get into a situation like that, the money's not the first thing on our mind. It's the figure it out, make it right, and make them happy, and just like deal with the situation. And then all right, you still make a little money on top, cool. If you break even, cool. If I start losing money, now we got a problem.
Yeah. Now y'all right. Like understand transparency. Well, that's key. That'll help people, and people see it. People feel it and know it when you being transparent with them. And even if it's a mistake on your end, they're more likely to give you the benefit of the doubt because of your honesty and transparency.
Yeah. I don't like the liars, bro. I like just keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? Tell them the truth. Honesty goes a long way. Shit happens. You tell them the truth up front and you don't try to hide it. I think trying to hide something is even worse.
Yeah.
So you're just better off fessing up, telling the truth, and taking care of it. We live in a society where integrity and everything is rare these days, and it goes a long way with the right people. I know in the first 5 seconds of that phone call, when you call me, if I even want to take your money, and I'm in a point where I don't have to deal with you. I had someone call me the other day, just start barking at me because they couldn't get in touch with SafeLight. Well, I'm not SafeLight. Keep calling them. You know what I mean? And I just hung up. You're not going to tell me what to do for you. You're not my mother. So I said, I can't do it. Call SafeLight. Really, in reality, I just didn't want to deal with her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And kept it moving. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had good experience of bad things happening where, people would refer you because you were honest. And sometimes you have to come back down to reality and get checked every now and then to see how you're going to handle a bad situation. You know what I mean? Everyone's good when they're good. It's how you handle it when you're bad.
You know
That's
what?
what goes
Uh,
That's
true.
why
me.
that's why I always, when I was before I was really established to have my own business, when I was just subcontracting when I first got off on my own, I used to tell the people, I said, hey, don't judge me when the jobs are going perfect. Judge me when shit hits the fan. You know what I mean? How do I handle, a bad situation? And even today, you know what I mean? Like, I would never tell a customer that because I don't want them to think anything's ever going to go bad. But, if you have a fleet or, a account like a dealership or whoever, somebody like that, like my body shop. You went to my body shop, Chris.
Yeah.
You know,
We have like the same relationship with our body shops. Like me and you have the way we both deal with our body shops is very, very much alike.
like I just did that Beetle roof and I just taken it straight up the ass on this whole job. I scratched the fucking car. I had to pay the painter to fucking fix it. And then I fucking threw away the dealer window that I saved. So I had to buy another fucking dealer window. So a job that I should have been making over $400 profit on, I'm making like $70. So, but
Yeah.
this car cursed that because everybody in that body shop has touched that car. It started off with the owner of the shop telling us to do the wrong shit. Like we were only supposed to change the cap. And if we would have known that from the get go, I would have never pulled the window. The headliner would never have to come down. There would never have been a scratch on the car. All this other shit that happened would have never happened.
Right.
If
Yeah.
if the owner of the body shop would have communicated right.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
Big
I'm not
communication.
gonna go in there and start harping and shit and barking and shit. You just whatever.
Yeah, just suck
You
it
know?
up. Deal
Yeah.
with the situation.
Yeah. I mean, that body shop accounts for almost 50 racks a year for me between the referrals and the money there. So,
Yep.
And that's the first thing I had to buy this whole year. So if I'm only buying one fucking window this whole year, then
Hey,
I'm coming.
that ain't bad.
Yeah. Hey, off work topic, Mark. I want to know about the area because I've never been back there. I can see in the background, I see trees and houses and shit. Is your area like more suburban neighborhood, or are you close to the city with skyscrapers and shit? Like, how is?
We don't got no skyscrapers and shit. Like Ricky, that dude Ricky up there, he lives by North Jersey and South Jersey life. It's different. You know what I mean? We got a town over that's like ritzy ass people. They all want to go to the beach, drive their Wranglers. Life is good. Their grandparents made $400,000 a year their whole life, so they're just living off money that they can't mess up. I know a couple guys there on this site that could probably mess up the money. You know what I mean? But they're generational. Now here where I live in my neighborhood, I stick out. I stick out because it's like a middle class neighborhood of the area I'm in. I was just able to get a house here, young, cheap. I got really, 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 really lucky. And then we got Brick Tucky, which is like lifted pickup trucks and a lot of chewing tobacco and cousins
Oh,
fucking cousins.
That's why you got these trucks now. That's why.
Like over here where I am, everyone's cool where I'm at. Like this town, it has everything, bro, and it's being developed. So like, dude, I want to go eat at this point. You go back 20 years ago, it was more like a farm type of mentality. Now we got Lakewood, which is a lot of Hasidic Jews infiltrating. So they're buying a lot of houses out here, straight up knocking on the door. If your house is worth 300,000, they're offering you 425 to get out.
Wow.
Yeah. But because of this pandemic, a lot of New York crowd is coming down, into Central Jersey, South Jersey, and they're overpaying for houses. They had a house in New York for 800,000. They'll overpay for a house out here because they're losing their ass up there. It's weird. But
I get it. They do it out here a lot. I had the house I used to live in across the street, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, flat top, 1940 house. I mean, bottom of the barrel, like, threw together like maybe 1,000 square feet at the most, like $500,000. And then they still got over the asking price. Every house out here in our area now, people pay over the asking price. You make an offer.
Tapman out here right now. in my neighborhood. Like, I could sell my house and make lots of money, but where am I going to go? I'm going to pay an inflated price and inflated market.
Yes.
You know, I live modest, bro. My house is like 1,300 square feet. It's a ranch. I bought it young, but now I thought I was going to move, move on up. But at the same time, like, for what I pay in a mortgage a month, I can't even go and get a 2-bedroom in the projects of brick. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, the projects out here is more expensive than if I live in the regular city. I tried moving back to the projects, and you can't do it. It costs more out there than it does in the regular area.
Yeah.
I got a neighbor who's okay. He looks like he looks at kiddie porn, but he never comes out the house. You know what? I help him make his leaves so he don't shoot me when he loses. I got some older people across the road that are happy that, I'm not throwing parties. They probably saw me when I moved in, like, this kid's going to have parties. Well, now, as the years went on, you still got your kids living at home that are the same age as me, and they watch me go to work every day. So, yeah, I do some ridiculous. Nah, I don't do any ridiculous shit. Like, I probably look at this truck like, what the fuck is this kid doing now?
Right.
But seeing me flip cars, and go to work every day. I'm not dealing drugs out here. And, if he needs something on his car, like, I'll help him. Like, he had his Suburban and he's trying to change a fuel filter. He was under it for like 48 hours 1 week with his wife telling him what to do until I finally walked over, like, bro, you got to drop that tank. You know what I mean? Stop.
Right.
He was like planking under there. But we're cool. When he needed a window on his daughter's car, bro, I didn't charge him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's weird. I mean, like, now, bro, I want to eat whatever. There's 25 places to go within a mile from my house.
Yeah.
We got all types of shop rights and Stop and Shops. There's no reason to leave. So when I tell you on this site, bro, I only stay in 2 towns. I literally only stay in 2 towns. Maybe the king amongst peasants, but I'll take it. You know what I mean? I don't really deviate from my area.
Yeah.
All right. So locally, who's your competition locally, like within your 2 towns?
But by me?
Yeah. In your 2 areas, like, who's your biggest competition? You said Quality was one of them?
Quality's not even competition anymore, bro.
Okay.
Because, let's just say hypothetically, numbers-wise, I probably have 70%. Well, I probably have over that in the area that I travel of the dealers they used to have. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay. But I'm not going that far. And they got some, to the left and right of me, but they're kind of out from this area. Bro, these service writers, they last for 6 months. So these used car managers last for 6 months and they move. You stay with them. And there's a guy out here, Louis. Louis basically the king of used cars. I'm real tight with Louis.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I say the Giants game and the Jets game every weekend. On his tickets, he gives them to me, tells me I'm too old to go. Here's my tickets. Take your kids. You're a good kid, Mark. He hugs me when he sees me, but he also treats people like straight shit.
Yeah.
I got blessed, but Louis' family has been in this industry for a while. So in a weird way, dude, if I want a car deal or you little used car guy, because he arms a lot of cars, when these guys mess up their floor plan, all I gotta do is be like, yo, Louis, call so-and-so at this. I want to do their glass. So, I mean, he really does take care of me, but I take care of him. I think he told me one time, it's real weird to get the guy any time from him. But he said, you know what, Mark, you do the right thing. You show up for work every day. He's like, I like to see young people who are working hard to get ahead. And it's rare these days, bro. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to.
Oh, that's true. Even over here, no one wants to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but people want you to pay them, then they do the work. They want the raise before they show you they worth the raise.
It's funny. I have a little 15-year-old nephew, and some of I've been talking about want to kind of groom him and eventually let him take over my business potentially. He hasn't even spent one minute of any seat time in my van yet, and he's talking about how much you gonna pay me. Yeah. Well, 15 years old, never done anything, and then he was like, "Well, if I work with you for a week, you pay me $200." I'm like, "Pay $200? You don't know anything." Right. It's like, and they feel like they're entitled to something. It's like, man,
say it, Mark. Say it.
Say it.
Yeah, bro. Out here, bro, there's a lot of dudes doing this. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, most of these dudes, at one point in my life, I've helped. Whether they like me now or they don't like me now, I hope that they give me the respect that they know that I've been out here doing this for a long time, bro. You know, I don't have a jealous bone in my body. You know, for example, when Eddie was working for somebody, Eddie, he lives two blocks away from me. When he was working for somebody, yo, you need a window to do a side job, bro. You tell me what it is, it's sitting in my rack outside. You know what I mean? I keep my eyes on my own paper. You understand what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's because I always got work. I don't concern myself with that. Like, I know right now, James could tell me, he was talking about going back to the Army. Bro, go back to the Army, bro. Like, do what's best for you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just won't do the retail work, and I'll have all the dealers. Like, everybody knows, I was using a kid that was, he'd come out, he was clean on drugs. He was good for 6 months. I'd go buy a little truck, put him in it, you know, take on work that I was rejecting. And then when he'd go bad, I'd send him back. But like my boy Anthony told me, every time I came, whether I was out of a rehab or out of jail, and I knocked on your door, you never missed a meal, with or without me. So I made sure that I was never dependent on somebody else or other factors.
Right.
You know, Joey, that's on Auto Glass Tech Talk. You know, he's got a pretty good business, bro. He's got the gift of gab. We're cool. He lives a town over. We don't really even cross paths. He's got, you know, a few of the dealers out here that I don't. You know,
Who's that?
Joey Santoro, 3Js. He's out here.
Okay.
But we don't really cross paths. We don't really beef. Like, his work is his work and my work is my work. And sometimes, you know, people change between us, but it came down to people changing. You know, he's pretty established.
Yeah.
My buddy Jeremy's out there, you know, but we don't cross paths. Like, lately, bro, I don't hear anybody say, oh, I got a price from somebody I know. It like rarely ever happens. It's usually the dealer calling me, a branch, you know, something that branches off from the dealer calling me, or a body shop or a fleet account that told me, use me. And I don't really, you know, I don't get too many cold calls anymore. Oh, what's the best price you could do? So they stand out in my mind because they drive me fucking wild, bro. You know, I'll sit there and think about it like, yo, I hope their brakes fail going through the intersection because they went. No, not really though.
Yeah,
but like, you know,
yeah.
I care about the job I do. If I put my name on it, I care about it. I'm gonna make sure it's perfect. I'm gonna make sure that they're satisfied. I'm gonna do everything that I promised you that I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do any more, and I'm definitely not going to do any less. If there's an issue, 100%, you're at the top of the list, it gets rectified, you're good. I stand behind what I do. If you choose somebody else, you know?
Yeah. So I got a question for you, Mark. So you don't travel that much for work, like going to town over, but when it comes to vacationing, do you vacation like outside of Jersey or like go anywhere else?
I don't vacation, bro. You know, like, I feel most comfortable at work. It's just what I know. Work. Yeah. You know, some people dread their job. Yeah. I really don't. I mean, I'm out and about in my area.
Yeah, it ain't work if you're having fun. You know, I tell people that it ain't work if you're having fun. It ain't a job. It's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what you've explained. It's a lifestyle. You know what I mean?
I love working on cars. Also, like vacation.
Yeah. Okay. So if you could hypothetically go on a dream vacation, Mark, where would you go? Like, what's some places that you would go if you wasn't working?
Damn, bro, I don't know, man.
Oh, you don't know?
He didn't even thought about that. He didn't thought about leaving the two towns.
Kidnap Mark and take him on a vacation.
Yeah. You know, this got up this year because any little mini vacation I would take is for my daughter's cheerleading, you know? Mm-hmm. And this year there's Memphis, Tennessee, and Florida 2 times, and, you know, even a weekend in Baltimore, something like that. I'll go do that. I'll justify it.
Yeah.
The point, I don't really do anything for myself, you know?
Yeah, you pour it all back into your kids. So you like a cheer there? You like, no, you be watching the routines and go to those things. Are those fun?
Bro, the cheer that she was doing until coronavirus happened, it's like the military. Like, you drop your kid off into a room that has no windows and you just hear yelling from the outside lobby area. Like, they don't want to let you see because parents, bro, these parents get jealous, you know? Like, they'll say something. So if they see a girl in a position where their daughter's not where they feel they should be, you're going to have a bunch of bickering women. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're gonna.
So there's probably a lot of women there, though, right? So you probably do well at those events, huh?
Bro, you already know. Like,
what's your number? Oh, let me get yours too.
Yeah. So are cheerleading like parents, like what's the difference between like a cheer mom and a soccer mom?
Cheer mom is just ruthless, bro. They will do anything. Like they'll go like Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding to a little kid. They feel their kid should be in a higher position, you know?
Right.
Like they take a knee, bro. I swear. Like they're crazy like that. And it's usually the ones that are like that can never cheer in their life, that are vicariously living through their kids.
Yeah, they live through their kid. You had to be the cheerleader. They weren't. Yeah.
Yeah, little league dad, football dad. I mean, you're dealing with football dad too, right, Mark, with your son?
Football is a different sport, bro. Okay, so football right now at the youth level, you got people pulling up in a brand new to the gills, you know, Yukon Denali loaded, and then you got the single mom on a budge who thinks her kid is going to take her out the projects. So it's a real diverse area in football, and that's where there's a lot of bickering. You know, everybody wants their kid to play this position. Everyone wants them to play that position. Bro, I'll throw a ball 50 yards down the sideline. I'm not bullshitting you, bro. Right? And then I walk off the field and let all these other dudes yell at the kids.
Right.
So.
Yeah, because all the parents can coach. They know that they coach. They play Madden. They watch Monday Night Football, man. They know how to coach.
All the Al Bundys.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to, bro. That's what it comes down to. It's ruthless. Those are two sports, I swear to you, are ruthless sports for children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the loudest, the squeakiest wheel gets the oil sometimes in those sports. But I will say cheerleading is way more ruthless than football.
Yeah. I'm so glad my daughters did not. My daughters did dance and that shit when they were real little, but they had no desire to keep doing that stuff or play sports. Thank God, because man, I couldn't. That would drive me nuts. Dealing with that shit.
Now it's not like, dude, when I was a kid playing, like if you sucked, you sucked.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah, that's all that you get a competition trophy, you know, participation trophy and shit like that. So, you know, it's way different from like when we grew up and how it is. And even in the South it's different. It's kind of more cutthroat, like, hey, you good or you're not good. They tell you up front.
My basketball coaches I had when I was in junior high couldn't talk to adults the way they talked to us back then. You know, like the way they talk, you know, 30, 35 years ago, me anyways, I'm older than all you guys, but there's no way they could even talk to another adult the way they talk to us kids when they were coaching us. So this is a whole different society, you know?
Yeah, now it's a different world and age we live in. So last question, Mark, we be mindful of your time. Last question before we get you out of here. So you say you in your town, there's a lot of places to eat, a lot of bars and shit. So hit us with some a Jersey meal for you and a Jersey drink.
Local shit.
Yeah, hit us with some local shit, man.
Like if I was coming out there, like you're like, hey bro, you got to check this spot out. What is that spot?
I would say probably the best spot to eat at out here. I like Ruth Chris. Or not Ruth Chris, sorry, Chris Michaels up in Woodbridge. I mean, it's better than Ruth Chris. I went to Ruth Chris for the first time in AC a couple nights ago, and it was supposed to be the best meal you ever ate out here. You hear him rapping about it and shit. Yeah. It really wasn't that good. It was like TGI Fridays on steroids. You go to Chris Michaels, it's more like an independent owner. Everything's better. Everything was fresher. We got the Brazilian barbecue out here. It's called the Rodizio. So they just bring you beef that's freshly cooked, and they cut it for you. You either say yay or nay. They tell you what it is, and it's all fresh. Fernandez Steakhouse up in South Amboy, I'll go there. But usually, I just, like I said, I stay in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your daily lunch spot?
Oh, I don't eat lunch, bro.
I think that's a lot of us.
All right, so when you at the bar, what's your drink of choice?
Well, Tito's and Sprite. Depends how rowdy I feel like getting. Depends what the beat is. Sometimes I just pound Penny. You know, it all depends on what's going on tonight.
Yeah. So you're a Giants or Jets fan?
I'm a Giants fan. My kids like the Giants.
Okay.
The Jet seats this old man was giving me were a lot better. So, you know, I play for the name on the back, not on the front. So, like, I'm not trying to wear the wrong shit out there. Dude, Giants fans are definitely classier than Jets fans. I'll tell you that right now. Jets fans are on a whole different low of, like, dirtbag. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, I think the whole nation knows that. Anybody who's a football fan can probably get that one. So,
well, the Giants were just in the news. Like, they just fired Mark Colombo. They said allegedly him and Jeff Judge got in a fight.
Damn, real. I haven't even, bro. I have not
Yeah,
had
the
time.
head coach. They say allegedly the head coach got to fight with the offensive line coach and fired him. But offensive line coach is 6'8", 330. I don't think anybody want them
Oh
problems.
shit,
No, that's a whole different set of problems.
that's a
Yeah.
big dude right there.
Yeah.
Jets and Giants suck. The whole NFC East sucks. That whole division should just be written off, like for reals.
Yeah.
Dude, you go to the Giants.
The West Coast is where all the good football is at right now. So
But shit, probably 10, 15 years ago, the NFC West was that same way. The Cardinals would suck. The Seahawks.
for that, but that's history.
Yeah,
the
that's
Cowboys-
history.
So we're talking about right now.
Yeah, right now, hey, the NFC West is where it's at. The Cardinals, Seahawks, Rams. Yeah, all
Yeah,
of
we
them.
We got next weekend we got the Patriots over there. So
That would be a good game.
hopefully,
Cool, Mark. Well, we appreciate your time, brother. Appreciate the insight and good tips. You know, like you say, man, it's a fine line between confidence and arrogance, but most importantly, you got to know who you are and what audience you're going after. And nothing's wrong with stating what kind of customer you want. Don't chase the customer. You know, do what works best for you. So you gave me some good take-home messages and tips just for life in general, man. So I really truly appreciate you on the time and the advice that you gave, man.
Yeah, right on, Mark.
nice talking to you, brother.
Yeah.
You too.
All right, man. Y'all take care.